Desmond and Alice bought a place based on the neighborhood.
I always thought if I could someday buy a house down here, it would be a dream.
And now they're not sold on what to do next.
I see this property as an investment, and Alice sees it as a home.
Two longtime professionals will help them through a stressful time. Realtor David finds them homes with space for the family of 5.
It's extremely spacious.
I love this living area. This is perfect. This is the kind of family space I like.
As designer Hillary leads a team
Let's get this main floor opened up.
to reconfigure their current space for everyone to enjoy.
It is a beautiful space, and we've just made it extraordinarily beautiful.
When the experts are through, it's up to Alice and Desmond to decide what to do with their home.
Decision made?
Will they love it or list it? 10 years ago, Alice and Desmond bought a 3-story home in a new development. The 3-bedroom, 1,700 square foot house was perfect for their family, and they were pleased to purchase the property at an early stage, thanks to Desmond's insight into the neighborhood.
I'm a real estate agent.
I am a lawyer. The dynamic between my husband and I, spicy, but when it comes to this house, our opinions diverge.
I see this property as an investment, and Alice sees it as a home. The value of this property has doubled since we moved in 10 years ago. So it's time to take that money out and go and find our dream house. One thing I can agree with my wife on is that this is a fantastic location. It's close to the beach. It's close to fantastic amenities. Right across the street, we have a beautiful park that's 28 acres.
I always thought if I could someday buy a house down here, it would be a dream. When we bought this house, it wasn't built yet.
Yeah, we bought it from the plans. Everything looked really great on paper, but then once we moved in, we found that it had its limitations.
Everything that's a problem in this house is something that can be fixed.
Perhaps so. But with 3 growing boys, a simple fix may not solve all the problems.
Front entrance is tight. When everybody gets home, all we do is trip over shoes and coats.
Because you guys are in the way.
Just go.
We enter the house into the living room, and the living room is doubling as a laundry room.
In this model, they had the laundry slated to go into the basement. I just couldn't see myself going down into the basement. So I asked the builder if he could put it on the second floor, and they said no, there wasn't enough space. And so it left the living room.
I don't like having the laundry room in the living room.
I don't see the big deal.
And laundry in the living room isn't Desmond's only pet peeve about the house.
So there's a weird bottleneck between the living room and the kitchen. We've got a staircase and we have a powder room, and you have 2 doors that crash into each other. Many times you open that door and I'm taking out a kid. And because of where the walls are situated, that just eliminates a lot of the natural sunlight that we should be having in the house.
That doesn't mean we should move. That's just a matter of reconfiguring the space, like less doors that don't open in that direction.
Yeah, we should take the door off the powder room. Open concept powder room. That'll work perfectly.
And one of Desmond's hobbies is inhibited by the dysfunctional house.
I love cooking. It's a real passion of mine. But if there's no counter space, the dishwasher opens into the fridge door.
Use a glass and cover. Too late now.
The layout of the kitchen is just wrong.
The U-shaped trap. I mean, you get in there and it's just like you're claustrophobic.
It's not a matter of the kitchen being too small. It's a matter of the food preparation area being terribly designed. But the room itself is a great size. We have a really big kitchen table. We eat there. We do homework there. We do our crafts there.
There's no space for anything.
Okay, let's tidy up, guys. We don't have to move. We can just rearrange the kitchen.
If only it were so simple. Upstairs, it's a tight squeeze as well.
This house is only a 3-bedroom. We need 4.
We have 2 boys in 1 room in bunk beds, and Otis's room is too small for him.
I think all the problems are fixable. We can keep things organized. All the boys have their dresser drawers labeled with what goes in each drawer. If everything gets put away, then there is no clutter.
You have to face it. You cannot organize this house any better than you've done it right now. We have grown out of it.
We have the 1 bathroom on the 2nd floor that all 3 boys use.
Having 3 boys trying to get ready at the same time in that little bathroom is nuts.
It's a good thing we have a powder room on the main floor. It's often used by 1 or 2 of the boys because there's always a rush to the other bathroom upstairs. The house was designed with the family room on the 2nd floor.
It is pretty well the heart of the home.
It acts as the office. It acts as the entertainment center as well.
Oh, I lost.
I think that there is space to be found in this house.
Buddy, that's great.
With the house the way it is, Desmond does not love it, while Alice refuses to list it.
You're all about move, change houses, finding other people places
I'm a real
to go.
estate agent. It's in my
I
blood.
know.
Move. Everybody move. Move.
But it's not in your nature to look within a house and see the potential from inside a house. And that's why I want to stay.
And I just think it's a waste of time and money.
I think I should have married an architect.
Even better, the couple gets help from home experts Hillary and David. As a design professional, Hillary and her team will carry out the changes that could convince Desmond to stay. But Realtor David knows he will find a better place that even Alice will want to call home. The two of them convene in the neighborhood to assess the property and review their must-have lists.
This is an incredible location.
I know that. I know this area. I'm a real estate agent. So let's see that honkin' list to fix the house that they have.
The homeowners want Hillary to create an open concept first floor, relocate the laundry from the living room, remodel and increase storage in the kitchen, and add a bedroom and an office upstairs.
It's gonna be a cakewalk for me.
Oh, I'm sure it is going to be a cakewalk. Let's see the list.
As for David, he'll need to find them a 4-bedroom, 3-bathroom house that's open concept, has a large kitchen, an office, a separate family room, and most importantly, is located in an ideal neighborhood close to the city that's comparable to their current area.
So, comparable location, so what?
Comparable location. Well, I wonder what they mean by comparable, whether they mean just the trails to the duck pond or 500 different great restaurants to choose from.
Any of the above, but it doesn't have to be all of the above.
Good luck with that. Should we go see the house?
Let's go. It's awfully tight, don't you think? I mean, you would think in a house like this, it would have a nice grand entrance, you know, like a family entrance.
Okay. You're blathering and babbling because you're hoping that it'll just actually deflect from what we've just come from. Lake, pond, trails, view. And it's not working. It's a little tight, but it's fine. Haha.
What?
Nice sized living room, and look how great
It's not
that is.
bad. It's not bad. Second closet?
Why not? Great to have more storage room. What's wrong with that?
Laundry! How fantastic is that?
So, what have we got here?
You see there's an issue here, which is no wonder why they asked for more flow to be added. But how do you do that when you've got a set of stairs right here and you got a powder room here? Neither of them you can get rid of to add flow.
Really?
Yes.
Why don't you just leave it alone? It's my problem, not your problem. I will solve it. Wow, this feels so not tight.
This, look at this kitchen. You can barely stand in here. If two people are cooking, that's tight.
True, I guess I'll probably fix that then.
How are you gonna fix the back here? Look how tight that is. It's tiny. There's no space for the kids to play.
Oh, no space for the kids to play. How dreadful. Do you know, I think they might have to go all the way across the road and play in that giant playground.
It's not as good as having a big backyard.
Yes, it is.
Look at this. This is ridiculous. I thought downstairs was tight. Oh, well, here's all the extra space you were looking for. You know, you could just put a wall right here and you've got another bedroom.
You are one of the funniest people, wittiest that I have ever come across.
Let's go.
Okay, fire away. What's wrong with this bathroom?
There's nothing wrong with this bathroom. It's a decent size. I got no complaints.
It's a good bathroom. We agree. Which is weird.
You see, this house doesn't make any sense. This is
At this station, you get Exxon and Mobile Rewards plus points with every...
downstairs on the main floor.
What I'm looking at is usable space.
Coming up, Alice and Desmond switch sides on David.
How did it turn out that she is selling you?
Let's go through the house and maybe we'll talk later.
All right.
While Hillary and Desta open up the main floor on paper.
Now, we want to open up this wall so we've got a nice open stair going up and the open stair going down.
On the surface, Alice, Desmond, and their 3 boys have outgrown their 1,700-square-foot home. Lawyer Alice has successfully made the case that this is her dream house and defended her position for a decade. But now, Realtor Desmond is stepping up the pressure to move on.
There are houses out there that have much better flow. I see them every day.
I haven't seen them yet.
I tell you about them all the time.
So Realtor David steps in to show Alice properties she's been missing out on that will make life at home easier for everyone. But designer Hillary is also on hand to reconfigure their house and accommodate the current needs of their family.
Is this location hard to beat? Of course it is.
The view, the park, the street. There's no way David is ever going to be able to find anything close to this.
There are enough issues in that house that if I can't find them a more functional home, I should turn my real estate license in.
But it can't be all roses. Like, what's wrong with the house?
Nothing's perfect in life. The house just doesn't function well.
As for their budget, they know they live in a prime area, and their budget should reflect that.
Eager to get started, Hillary and David first have to find out their budgets from the homeowners.
All right, so Hillary and I have been through your house. Great location. However, it kind of ends there. I'm sure that's what you've been feeling, and it's probably why you've been trying to talk your wife into moving for the last 10 years.
You're dead on.
I've done an evaluation on the house, and the current value is $1.1 million. So what's the budget for the new house?
1.2 million.
1.2 million? Two brilliant real estate minds? You don't stand a chance.
It's gonna be fabulous.
Oh, I'm sure,
Exactly.
Desmond, that you and David combined are going to be able to do what you personally have not been able to do for 10 years. So good luck with that one.
Here's the other
That's
thing.
what I say.
The fact is that the house you have right now has a location that cannot be beat. I do concede on the house, though the house doesn't work very well. Some
Dumped 25,000 recliners on our outlet, even at 50% off. It'll take 4 months to sell them. The dump only has
cost a lot to do. What I am sure of, though, is when I'm done, you're going to love it.
I have faith in you.
We are going to find the next dream home. The only thing we've seen about their current house is listed.
Really?
Oh, this is looking great.
Even with a substantial $1.2 million budget and fellow realtor Desmond on his side, it won't be easy for David to find a perfect place for Alice in another prime location. Equally challenging is Hillary's task to structurally alter much of the house on an $85,000 budget.
All right, Dessa, let's get this main floor opened up. First thing is, get rid of the closet. The closet can get relocated to here.
Sounds good.
Now, we want to open up this wall, so we've got a nice open stair going up and the open stair going down. So this laundry has to get relocated to the basement landing.
Yep.
This wall will now be gone. This wall we're going to bring down to a half wall, but that creates a problem because we've just reduced all the cabinetry. Use this wall right here to create upper cabinetry.
I think we should maintain an island, but actually rotate it so that we have it running this way, so we have full circulation around it.
Great, I love that. Dining room table now actually can function as a dining room table. I mean, look at all the art supplies for the children. We've got to find somewhere for that. There's only one wall, and that's it. We have to go to town on this kitchen. Let's just really kind of ramp it up and, get them over to our side. Here we are in their family room on the second floor, and we have to create a bedroom and an office out of it. This is what we have to work with. Come on in here. We're going to create a bedroom here, and at least all the children have a bedroom of their own. A nice hallway here. We'll put our wall right there. That space becomes her office. Family space is now really going to be on the main floor. I think we're really changing the function of this house and giving them pretty much everything they asked us for.
Yeah, it's going to be great.
Coming up, an interesting turn of events as David takes Alice and Desmond to see a property with $1 million view.
Alice said she liked it.
Yeah, well,
Why doesn't the conversation end there?
I've got to live here too.
And Hillary finds herself with a surprising ally.
I agree with Hillary. And taking that out is nuts.
Alice, Desmond, and their 3 sons live in a well-located but dysfunctional house. Desmond wants to cash in and sell their valuable property, but Alice wants to stay and rework the space so that the family can stay put in their ideal location. Here to help Alice's cause is designer Hillary and her team, who are focusing on creating an open concept first floor. They start by tearing down the drywall throughout the space. The main floor will now be fully open from the entryway and living room all the way back to the kitchen and dining space. This means removing the laundry room, closet, and closed-off stairway to the basement. With these barriers gone, sightlines and sunlight will no longer be an issue for the family. Meanwhile, Alice and Desmond have high hopes that Realtor David will show them something spectacular on their first house tour. Despite its cottage appearance, this 2,300 square foot house has 4 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms, a large family room, an eat-in kitchen, and $1 million view. It could use a bit of updating, and David is taking a risk bringing them well outside city limits. But it's a chance to see what the couple prioritizes on their must-have list.
Come on in. First impressions, because if you don't have a first impression, I'll be shocked.
Okay, well, it looks like a ski chalet on the inside.
How fantastic is that?
It's quite fantastic.
Right?
Yeah.
Desmond, are you ready?
All I see when I look around here is, like wood paneling and, shag carpet.
Those are things we can change. Carpet can be changed.
How did it turn out that she is selling you?
Yeah, seriously.
You do know what teamwork is all about, right?
Yeah, I do. But I mean, let's go through the house and maybe we'll talk later.
All right. Here you have the What?
Okay, after a very promising start, okay.
Here you have an incredible space.
This is just weird.
I realize the wall is kind of in a stupid place as you walk in. If you take out this wall, you will have a room that you will spend so much time in.
I don't want to have to come in and drop a load of money in the place.
Well, it depends on what we can get it for. Maybe the price would allow us to make some changes.
We're gonna find out.
Okay.
Trust me, Desmond. I'm on your side. I'm trying to help you out.
I don't want another renovation project.
We move into the kitchen area, which is rustic. Gonna have to put some money into this kitchen.
But it's just kind of getting worse and worse.
Desmond, maybe throw something
Just
in.
seeing dollar signs. That's all I'm seeing.
You're not helping me.
Yeah, no, sorry.
Let's go take a look at the real reason why we are here.
Okay.
We are here because of that.
Wow.
That is pretty amazing.
Got this incredible family room.
It's a good sized room. It doesn't need that much work.
You got to drop money in here again. Like, look at these.
Desmond.
Look at the lighting.
Desmond, Alice said she liked it.
At this station, you get
Oh, I've got to live here too.
Let's go take a look at the view.
That's awesome. What a view.
I know. This is beautiful.
You have a view of a park. Here, you own the park.
Yeah.
And the waterfront.
You really hit the nail on the head with getting a really special location.
Got to be some redeeming feature to this place. Really.
If only you could take this and move it closer to town.
How much would that cost, Desmond?
Be way out of our budget.
Let's go back in. Okay, you and I have to have a talk. She's saying some positive stuff, and you throw a wrench into it.
But, the house is a joke.
Let's head upstairs. This is a 4-bedroom house.
This is a bedroom?
You see a bed in here? Of course it's a bedroom.
I know that there's something better out there than this.
Bedroom number 2.
I'd love to walk into one room that didn't need work. That's just putting it out there.
I agree.
You didn't have to agree so quickly. Here we have the master bedroom with the $1 million view.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the $1 bedroom.
Want the $1 million view? You're not gonna get the $1 million house unless you've got $2 million. This is going to be your ensuite. You can move in and use it until you've renovated it.
Right.
I think it's time to give up on this. This is it. This is not the house.
What do you think this house is listed at?
1 million?
Closer to 1.2.
This house is listed at 1.1 million. There's still room in your budget to put some money back into the house.
The thing you're not clear on is I don't want to live in this location.
But if you love a view like this, you're not getting it where you live.
Then we're just not going to get this. I have no interest in living so far out of the city. Driving this far from town to look through a substandard product is not making me excited about moving.
How did that view not entice them?
The place was a wreck, man.
Desmond, for a guy who said he was on my team, I would have expected a little more support.
Thought David could pick up the ball and get us going on all of this.
2 things are for sure. It has to be closer to their neighborhood, and Desmond and I have to get on the same page.
It's obviously not working with me and David.
Both of you have to do a lot better if you're going to get me to move.
Perhaps Hillary's progress on their house will provide the disappointed homeowners with renewed energy.
Oh, it reminds me of when it was just being built.
And I think the great thing is the view. We can now see it just about from anywhere. Mm-hmm. You can see it right now. You can see it once you're in the kitchen area looking back. It's fantastic.
Wow. It is.
Yeah.
When are you taking this down? The powder room. When are you going to take the powder room out? What? Just wondering why it's still there.
Why would I take out the powder room?
What I want is this to be completely open.
You can't take out the powder room.
It's like a sore thumb here. It's like big open room and toilet, by the way. It's almost like having a porta potty in the middle of your room.
The boys use that bathroom like 1,000 times a day.
It's like part of the point is to get bathroom activities out of our kitchen.
I don't know where this is coming from. You asked for open concept, and we've clearly given you open concept.
I agree with Hillary. And taking that out is nuts.
You need to trust me in the vision that I have for our house.
Definitively tell me.
Take it out. Please take it out.
Go ahead.
Fine, thank you.
Taking out that powder room, you've just totally taken away a lot of the value that we had in this house.
But that only matters if you're selling it. We are not selling this house.
Who gets rid of a powder room.
Go up the stairs, okay, to use the bathroom.
Our homeowners have decided, well, Alice, to be specific, she doesn't want it, has to go.
You need a powder room on your main floor.
I'm telling renovators and people who have homes getting ready to put them on the market to put in a powder room. If they have the space, put in a powder room. I can't believe it. We're taking it out.
Let's talk about budget.
Yes.
This comes down, we have tile,
Yes.
which now we have a big space that doesn't have hardwood, which we were not going to replace.
The decision is powder room gone.
Anyways, I'm not going to say it's silly again, but it's silly.
Coming up, David goes on the defensive in an attempt to set the record straight.
Listen, you can't have everything in life.
I refuse to lower my expectations.
And Hillary makes a strong case for her design plans upstairs.
This is what we have to work with. This is it.
No other way to do it, then let's do it.
But who will win in the end?
I think that the sacrifice is too great.
Designer Hillary and her team have opened up the main floor of Alice and Desmond's home, but differing opinions over the value of the powder room left everyone on edge. Alice may have gotten her way this time, but Desmond still has a say in the matter.
Can't see myself wanting to stay here.
I can't believe you're chucking this house over because you don't have a main floor powder room. That is ridiculous.
Realtor David believes there's only one solution for them: list the house. But first, he has to find them a property that rivals their current prime real estate. After going all out on $1 million view, but a less than stellar first home tour, David sets out to get back on track.
David and Desmond need to sort out their lines of communication.
At this station, you get Exxon and Mobil too.
Before we move forward, we need to both get on the same page.
No, I agree. From my perspective, putting my real estate hat in my back pocket, I want something that is completely finished.
Maybe we can come together and come up with something that's going to really work.
Definitely.
So, are we a team again?
We're a team again.
All right.
Take care,
See you later.
Meanwhile, with the powder room now demoed on the first floor, reconstruction begins at the homeowner's house. Hillary's team wires electrical in for the open concept space. Plumbing is also rerouted in the kitchen for the new layout. HVAC ducts are moved as well. With all of the walls gone in the middle of the first floor, all of the utilities must be moved to accommodate the space. As work continues at the house, David takes Desmond and Alice to see a move-in ready place nearby. The 2,500 square foot home has 4 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms, an eat-in kitchen, and is in their current highly sought-after neighborhood. The space should meet the family's needs, but this high-budget listing also comes without a view.
Come on in. Alice, you should be happy that we are back in your hood, exactly where you told me you wanted to be.
This is not special.
We are like a few minutes from your house. Yes, it doesn't have a lake view, but we are in your neighborhood, so Desmond and I figured this would make you happy.
You've got to open up to this. Take a look at it. You're going to love it.
Really?
Here is where you begin to see the big difference between your house and this house.
Well, you can see right through the backyard.
So this is one of the reasons Desmond and I keyed in on this house.
So far, this main floor would be great if it was in a better location.
Listen, you can't have everything in life.
I refuse to lower my expectations.
The kitchen. How much more functional is this going to be than your current setup?
I'm a retired staff sergeant with the US Army. We were on a training mission. We hit the
In the world isn't going to matter to Alice unless it has a wow location.
You have no vision.
I have vision. You're just not open-minded enough.
Wowing Alice? That's no easy job.
Back at the house, Hillary moves to tackle 2 crucial items on the couple's must-have list. As the crew clears out the family room, Hillary shows Alice and Desmond the redesign of the space.
You know, we had to come up with space that would give us the extra bedroom and an office area. Right where you're standing, you're now in bedroom.
Right.
Wall is here. The area here where Des is right now, a little office area.
That's awesome, except is there going to be like a family room somewhere else?
No, we're doing the main floor. That all is going to become one space, which to me meant that this was a space that was primed for repurposing to be able to give you what you were so adamant that you had to have, a 4th bedroom and an office space.
I didn't think you'd take space away.
This is what we have to work with. This is it.
I did not think we were going to lose this family room.
No other way to do it, then let's do it.
I'm not sure you realize what a difference it's going to make without the family room.
You have the main floor.
You need the 4 bedrooms. I mean, that is one of the most important needs.
I just feel that we're doing our best to get Desmond on side so that he can actually want to stay in this home.
I don't think he's thought through the implications of losing this family space.
Well, what's more important?
I think that the sacrifice is too great.
Do you, or do you not, want a fourth bedroom?
No.
No.
Well, not at the expense of this room that we do so much in. I still believe what you can do on the main floor is going to just blow his socks off.
Just leave this as the family room, okay? Hillary, thank you very much.
Thanks for the vote of confidence. I appreciate it.
I made it very clear at the beginning that I wanted that fourth bedroom.
Just, I'm not ready to lose the space.
Alice knows perfectly well that Desmond is the person we have to convince to stay here. Desmond wants a fourth bedroom. Alice says no. What is that about?
Hillary's not going to be able to do enough in this house to keep me here.
The main floor is going to be amazing.
I don't know what we're going to do to get Desmond back.
The one thing that is good is for not doing this, we're going to gain some money. Maybe we can do a little bit of extra.
We're going to have to come up with the extra. That's the key.
I know now for sure that we have to find a house that's going to work because I know that this one never will.
Coming up, Alice tries to give David's last listing a chance.
Doesn't have a comparable view, but I have to say it's so close to the water, I think it's comparable.
But challenges Hillary yet again.
You're throwing this at me that I should come up with a way to give him his gas stove.
Well,
so
you
that he'll
are the
stay.
designer.
After Alice overruled Hillary's plans to give them a bedroom and office in favor of keeping the family room as is, Desmond is ready to throw in the towel.
Stream live episodes of your favorite show.
That I wanted that fourth bedroom.
Just, I'm not ready to lose the space.
Alice knows perfectly well that Desmond is the person we have to convince to stay here. Desmond wants a fourth bedroom. Alice says no. What is that about?
Hillary's not going to be able to do enough in this house to keep me here.
The main floor is going to be amazing.
I don't know what we're going to do to get Desmond back.
The one thing that is good is for not doing this, we're going to gain some money. Maybe we can do a little bit of extra.
We're going to have to come up with the extra. That's the key.
I know now for sure that we have to find a house that's going to work because I know that this one never will.
Coming up, Alice tries to give David's last listing a chance.
Doesn't have a comparable view, but I have to say it's so close to the water, I think it's comparable.
But challenges Hillary yet again.
You're throwing this at me that I should come up with a way to give him his gas stove.
Well,
so
you
that he'll
are the
stay.
designer.
After Alice overruled Hillary's plans to give them a bedroom and office in favor of keeping the family room as is, Desmond is ready to throw in the towel. It's an uphill climb for Hillary and her team to come up with something that will win them over.
Can't believe that she's going to turn that main floor into something so spectacular that I'm going to overlook the fact that we still have the 3 bedrooms.
Does she want us to fail because she's so convinced that David's not going to find her house?
Well, that's exactly what it feels like.
Unable to carry out her original plans for the house, Hillary has a new idea that requires Eddie's help.
The homeowners have decided that they don't want it. They would rather keep it as a family room.
Really?
Yeah, so I've got money now. I really have been concerned with the fact that this powder room came out and we lost a lot of function here. So I want to do something to the bathroom upstairs. There's 3 boys who have to get ready in the morning.
Well, what do you think? Double sink?
I don't have room for a double sink. What I'm thinking is one of those trough sinks.
Yeah, for sure.
With Hillary's new idea in place, the crew gets to working on the bathroom immediately. They take out the old sink and vanity to make room for the new trough style. Since Alice nixed the office and bedroom design in the family room, this bathroom and the open concept first floor with a new kitchen are the only renovations the house is getting. Hillary's hoping that the extra sink space will make up for the lack of a powder room on the first floor. The bathroom update is a surprise, so Hillary has brought the homeowners back only to see how far the kitchen has come.
I have to say, it looks great.
Yeah, it does.
So I've just rejigged the design slightly. I want to walk you through it because hopefully you'll be pleased with it. We're going to have your countertop start somewhere around here. That encompasses sink and dishwasher. We continue all the way along here. And I've got an island running perpendicular this way, and then we still have room for your table here.
Great.
What do you think?
I think it's great.
Good. What do you think?
Yeah, it's okay.
Really?
I'm sure the main floor is going to function, but the rest of the house won't.
Maybe the improved functionality down here will take the pressure off the other areas of the house.
Why don't we just put a bed right over there? That'll solve our problem.
You are going to have a main floor that's going to knock your socks off.
It's important that we get this floor right.
And I'm sure we can get that main floor somewhere else.
And you are Mr. Grumpy Boots.
We're not accomplishing anything.
If I was the kind of person who'd give up, I would have given up by now. but I'm not.
Kitchen's going to be great, but if the rest of the house doesn't function the way we need it to, then why stay?
Desmond's right. I mean, an awful lot of stuff that he wanted has come off the list. Not my call, mind you.
I don't see it happening here.
Okay, why don't you go sit in the car? I'm just gonna go chat with Hillary, okay? I'm back.
You're back?
Yeah.
What's up?
He's not a happy man. Is there anything you can do? Throw him a big bone.
I'm doing everything I possibly can. I mean,
one thing he really, really wanted was a gas stove.
Now, at this stage, the walls are finished, the rough-ins are all done. I mean...
Well, we have gas in the house.
You're throwing this at me, that I should come up with a way to give him his gas stove.
Well,
so
you
that he'll
are the
stay.
designer.
I can't tell you that I'm going to be able to pull it off. If I can, I will. Try and just,
Because you've given me so much to work with, I'll go see if I can make him cheer up a little bit.
See if you can.
I don't like the passive-aggressive way she deals with things.
She is the one who has cut my legs out from underneath me and created this problem that she now wants me to fix like that.
I feel like I've lost control of the whole process, and I frankly am losing faith in her. This is the way she deals with people.
Fergus! Alice has just thrown me a curveball. She wants me to put gas here for the stove as opposed to the electric that we were planning.
You want to find us the house for our family. I'm willing to look at anything you think is feasible.
Coming up, David finds out what it takes to impress Alice.
This
is nice.
Is a basement that you can have fun in.
Seriously, I can hear my voice echoing in here. It's so big.
But Hillary hasn't given up yet. Having crossed off much of what the family needs in the house in favor of what Alice wants in the design has left Desmond more determined than ever to list the house. Even Alice has started to see that there are limits to what designer Hillary can do. But so far, she hasn't given realtor David or her husband a fair chance.
I think I'm going to have to take David and Desmond's efforts to find the right house a little more seriously now.
Despite several disappointments, Hillary and Desta remain optimistic. Upstairs, a modern vanity is installed in the bathroom. A trough-style sink is then brought in to top it all off. Hillary's hoping this small bathroom update will help convince the homeowners that the space can work for them. Downstairs, dark brown cabinets are being delivered and hung in the kitchen. The layout will now be more open and easier for cooking, with a large island and brand new appliances, including a gas stove for Desmond. In the living room, wood floors are laid and new stair banisters are built. The wall from the entrance to the basement was taken down, so there will now be an open railing for better sightlines, which Hillary thinks will really help sell the space. But she's not the only one who's found solutions to the family's problems. David has uncovered a property and wastes no time in getting the couple over to see it.
What do you think?
It's gorgeous.
There's your steps to the water.
Yeah. Doesn't have a comparable view, but I have to say it's so close to the water, I think it's comparable.
I'll take that. Okay. Let's go see the house.
The 3,000 square foot house features 4 bedrooms, 4 bathrooms, a family room, plus a finished basement. Most importantly, it's in their current neighborhood.
Ooh. Yeah, very nice. Very nice.
Right off the bat, I'm going to give you something that you don't currently have. I'm going to give you a separate living room, dining room combination. We move into your eat-in kitchen. It's extremely spacious.
I love this living area. This is perfect. This is the kind of family space I like.
Here you have the main floor powder room.
Got my powder room back.
There you... What do you mean you got it back?
Oh, that's a long story.
Here you have a garage and a backyard to go along with it.
It's very nice.
It's like having the park in your backyard, as opposed to out front.
Marginally, you might be right.
Marginally? I'll take that. This
is nice.
Is a basement that you can have fun in.
Seriously, I can hear my voice echoing in here. It's so big.
There are 4 bedrooms up here. They're all fairly spacious. This is actually the smallest one.
Okay.
Every bedroom in this house has a closet.
Oh, really?
Yes. Bedroom number 2.
Wow, this is fantastic.
Yeah, that's a bit bigger, right?
The bedrooms are not disappointing at all.
Now, I know you love your master bedroom, but I think you have to admit, this is pretty spectacular.
These windows are fantastic. I have to say they're actually better than our bedroom.
Finally. It looks like we're gonna get there.
Took 10 years, but finally got here.
Can we see the ensuite? Is there an ensuite?
Of course there's an ensuite. I couldn't sell you a house for that one, could I?
Ooh, nice.
This is great. Would you buy this house?
I don't know the cost.
Let's go find out. What do you think this house is listed at?
I'm guessing 1.25 million.
I think it's about 125 as well.
Very close. This house is listed at 1.26.
I think we should just go ahead and put an offer in on it.
Really?
Yeah.
I did like the house, but it wasn't perfect.
In the bag is a phrase that comes to mind.
It doesn't have the view I was hoping for.
And then you just step out the door and you can see the water from this place.
And it is at the top end of our price range.
What Desmond could not do in 10 years, the two of us teaming up did in short order.
It doesn't feel right to not at least see what Hillary has done to our house.
Alice can wait to see Hillary's work, but the only thing it's going to reveal is how much more sense that house makes.
Still, it's not my house, so I want to give Hillary a chance.
Yeah, but we've given her a chance.
Coming up, does Hillary's first floor makeover meet Desmond and Alice's expectations? Or has David shown them a house that exceeded their dreams? The homeowners have to decide if they still love their place or if it's time to list it. It was a struggle, but real estate agent David managed to show Alice a property that suited her family's needs, as well as met her high expectations. But designer Hillary still has a chance to keep the family at home.
It's not a done deal. I am going to insist that we wait and see what Hillary has done to my house.
Come on into your new home. Can't believe it.
I can't recognize it.
Well, it is a beautiful space, and we've just made it extraordinarily beautiful. And of course, no laundry room.
Oh, why did we ever want it there?
And in place of it is this beautiful staircase with brand new pickets and posts.
I can't believe these pickets, they are so nice.
The other thing, of course, is these beautiful new floors.
Mm-hmm. You don't know you're in a semi. It seems as wide as a detached now, doesn't it? Like, it just seems so wide.
Let's go and look at the kitchen.
Oh, it looks like our house, but different.
For you, Desmond,
a gas stove.
Is a gas stove.
It feels like we belong here.
And you do. The craft area. So there it is. Everything can go in its place in the open shelves.
Don't you like it? You seem kind of reserved.
I'm thinking about the possibility of moving too, but weighing it.
But we're not done yet.
Oh. Really? I got exactly what I wanted. Oh, this is great.
This allows two of them at the same time to be brushing, scrubbing, splashing.
Exactly.
I'm hoping you're feeling a little bit better about this being home. I'm going to send you down now to meet David, who's waiting for you, and then I'll join you in a few minutes, okay?
Okay. Wow.
There's a reason why Desmond has tried to get you to move for years. Some of those reasons were taken care of by Hillary's work. Mm-hmm. But from where I'm standing, maybe not enough of them. But the house Desmond and I are trying to talk you into covers all the bases. You've got the 4 bedrooms with all the closet space your kids are gonna need. Plus, you have your main floor powder room on the main floor that doesn't get in the way. You don't have the park across the street, but you have a place where your kids can play if they want to. One of the big bonuses of that house, I think, has to be the basement. And I think it was a comparable location. You have a decision to make. But before you make your decision, I have one more listing to show you. And it's yours. That is now the value of your home with the renovations that have been done.
The pre-renovation value of their home was $1.1 million. With renovations of $85,000, the new estimated value of their home is now $1,210,000, which has increased the overall value by $110,000.
Decision time, guys.
By opening up the first floor, Hillary and her team improved the layout, upgraded the kitchen, and added storage. Unfortunately, little else was done to maximize space on the second floor of the house, besides a small bathroom reno. David finally found a place that met the needs of all 5 members of the family, but it lacked $1 million view despite a premium list price.
This kitchen where we spend so much time is perfect.
You know, I have to admit, looking around at this space, you've made my life difficult.
Oh, that's fantastic. You have no idea how good that makes me feel.
Yeah, because how am I supposed to sell this with no main floor powder room?
Don't even miss the powder room.
Oh, I haven't had to go to the washroom yet. How do I know I haven't missed the powder room?
This main floor does look great, but that house also had a great main floor.
Oh, really? And did it have a park across the way with a pond and a view of downtown that would knock your socks off?
No.
This location is amazing, and now we can really enjoy it.
Okay, let's talk about proximity to the lake. How far was yours from the lake?
You could see the lake.
Okay.
The other location's not that bad. Sure, you don't get the view here. You don't get the park right across the street.
Isn't that enough?
She's not budging from here, I guarantee it.
Decision made?
Yep, the decision's made.
And are you going to love it?
Or are you going to list it?
We've decided to list it.
Perfect decision. Desmond, we did it.
And we did. Congratulations.
Hang on, Alice. Come on. Seriously?
Well, I don't want to seem like I was double-crossing you, but in the long run, Desmond was right. We need that 4th bedroom. It's just something we can't do without.
Despite Hillary's best efforts to keep the couple happy, Alice and Desmond ultimately put the needs of their children ahead of their own. Thanks to David's efforts and Desmond's perseverance, the time has come for Alice to sell one dream home in favor of another.